If you're using the wrong hashtags on TikTok right now, it could actually be the thing that's destroying your views, because there are 4 new hashtag strategies that you need to make sure that you're using, and these are unlike any other hashtag strategies that have ever worked before on TikTok. And all you have to do to increase the amount of views that you get is make sure that you're implementing these right hashtag strategies, but more importantly, not using the mistakes that I'm going to share with you in this video that'll completely destroy your views on TikTok. In fact, this creator just went from struggling to grow, being in that 200 to 300 view jail, to gaining over 30,000 followers in just a 30-day period, simply by changing the hashtag strategies that they're using. And you're going to know exactly what you need to do to have the same results by the end of this video. But I do want to warn you, the last hashtag strategy I'm going to share with you is by far the most important and makes the most small accounts go viral on TikTok. Strategy number 1 is 5 to 6 hashtags, and they all need to be niche specific or post specific hashtags. If you don't know what niche specific is, or you don't know what broad is, or you don't know what a post specific hashtag is, let me explain. Niche and post specific are the same exact thing. Essentially what they're going to be is they're going to be hashtags that are very closely associated with whatever you're posting about. For example, look at this post right here. All these hashtags are very closely associated with the hook of the video, and that is what allows TikTok to find the right audience that should be watching that piece of content, and as a result, that content gets better engagement on it, and boom, that's why this piece of content went viral. And the same thing can happen to your content if you start using these hashtags, but you'll also need to know about broad hashtags. Broad hashtags can be things like hashtag viral, hashtag FYP, hashtag for you page, hashtag trending, and essentially what they're going to do is they're going to broaden the reach of the people that are showing your content. Because if you don't know how TikTok works, here's how it works. People log on to TikTok, they interact with content of a certain genre, of a certain niche, or they might even search for things on TikTok. TikTok then takes that data and pushes them content based off of that. So this would really limit the size of a niche or how many people can actually see a piece of content, which is why those broad hashtags come to play and allow TikTok to expand the amount of people that see content, to ideally find new people that are going to be interested in something that weren't interested in it just the day before. And this brings me to the second hashtag strategy you need to be using, which is going to be 3 niche specific hashtags. Now, I do want to warn you, when you choose these hashtags, you need to make sure that they're incredibly relevant to what you're posting about, that they're not small hashtags, and then you're not going after things that make absolutely no sense for that post. Because like I just shared with you, if you choose niche specific hashtags that aren't incredibly relevant, or the most relevant and the largest, you're actually going to be doing yourself some harm, and this could be something that's decreasing your views. Now, before I can share with you the next 2 hashtag strategies you need to make sure that you're using, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free TikTok growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like the best time to post on TikTok and exactly how the TikTok algorithm works. What are you waiting for? It's literally 100% free. Just go to the pinned comment below and sign up right now. Also, I do want to remind you that hashtags aren't the only thing you need to make sure you're doing right. I'm about to share with you the next 2 hashtag strategies, but before we do that, I need to make sure that you understand that TikTok is pushing 4 types of content right now. The first one are going to be slideshow posts. The second are going to be green screen posts. The third are going to be really short TikToks, but not as short as 5 seconds or less, and longer TikToks over 60 seconds long. And then the 4th type of post that they are pushing like crazy right now is shopping posts. And guess what? These shopping posts are gonna get pushed through the remainder of the year because TikTok understands that 1, they make money when people interact with those. 2, creators make money when people interact with those. 3, businesses make money when people interact with those. And 4, people want to get good deals on stuff, and TikTok is literally giving 30 to 60% off in so many shopping posts, which is why they're going to be pushing these like crazy through the remainder of the year. So if you want to get a lot of views, I'd start implementing those 4 new formats. Now, that 3rd hashtag strategy you need to make sure that you're using is 7 to 8 hashtags. And on here, you're going to want to make sure that 1 to 2 of them are going to be broad hashtags. Remember, those are things like hashtag viral, hashtag TikTok, hashtag for you page, hashtag FYP, things like that. They're going to broaden the amount of reach that you're getting coupled with those niche specific hashtags, and these can actually make your post do really well. But remember, the last strategy I'm about to share with you makes by far the most posts on TikTok go viral, especially if you're a small account. But first, I need to make sure you're not making a mistake that I see so many creators make when it comes to choosing their hashtags. The first one, you should never be putting hashtags anywhere except for at the end of your description. Ideally right now, you should be writing a description that is either really short or that's longer, because essentially what you want to get people to do is go over to the description. Now, Instagram has been like this for a really long time, but TikTok is starting to move in that direction because they understand that if you could get somebody reading the description on a video, guess what's happening in the background? The video is replaying over and over again, people are commenting, and boom, this increases decreases the amount of time that somebody actually spends on TikTok. And if you could get somebody to spend a lot of time on TikTok by choosing the right hashtags, creating the right content, and engaging with them, TikTok is going to push out your content like crazy right now. In fact, there's more organic reach on TikTok right now and a bigger opportunity to make money than there ever has been before. And I also want to make sure that you are not using the same hashtags over and over again. I see a lot of small accounts do this, especially small accounts that are in a small niche, and you shouldn't be doing this because what's going to happen is your views aren't going to expand at that point. They're going to contract because TikTok just thinks that you're doing the same thing over and over again, and it looks like spam to TikTok, and as a result, your views are going to decrease. So there's actually two things you need to do here. One, you need to expand the topics that you're talking about on TikTok, and two, you need to make sure that you're changing up your hashtags. Now, expanding the topics is going to allow you to easily do this, and I'm not saying that you should be going into a different niche. I'm simply saying that within each niche there are several different topics of content you could talk about, so you should be using different hashtags every single time that you create a different piece of content. And this brings me to the last hashtag strategy that you need to make sure that you're using, which is 3 to 4 hashtags. 2 to 3 of those should be niche specific. The other 1 hashtag should be a broad hashtag, and I strongly recommend that you implement this strategy more frequently than the others because it's making the most posts go viral on TikTok right now. Now, I do want to warn you, you can use the right hashtags, you can choose the right format, but you might also just not know what you should be posting about on TikTok, or 2, you might not know how to actually improve your content. And if you fall into that category, but you're serious about growing on TikTok and you understand how big of an opportunity there is to make money right now on TikTok if you grow a little bit more, well, I want to help you grow on TikTok guaranteed. And if that sounds interesting to you and you want me to literally tell you exactly when to post, what hashtags use to guarantee that you grow, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on TikTok and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last for forever. And the only 2 things holding you back from getting the followers that you deserve right now on TikTok and the followers that you want is 1, you haven't implemented the steps that I share with you in this video to help you get more followers, and 2, you haven't gotten into my TikTok mentorship program yet, where I literally am going to guarantee that I help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. And the way that this works is I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more followers in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, then please go to the link in the description below and get signed up right now. The average person that's gone through this program has gained over 50,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 6,500 followers if they implemented everything that I share with them. And since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're above average. So the odds of you gaining over 50,000 followers is probably quite high. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is going to help you get more results faster and easier. If you're struggling right now to grow on TikTok, you need to get into this because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're going to get more followers on TikTok, or you're going to get your money back. In fact, this creator just went through this program and gained over 10 million followers. This creator over 14 million, and this creator over 16 million. And I want you to be my next success story. So please stop procrastinating, invest in yourself now, and get the TikTok followers that ultimately you deserve. Or I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.